Hello, everyone. We hope you're all doing your best to stay safe and healthy during these wild times. Remember to wash your hands and stay at least 6 feet away from people. I don't know about you, but this pandemic situation has been causing a lot of anxiety for us. We've been worried about catching it, someone we know catching it, working, going to the grocery store, going outside in general. It's all pretty stress-inducing. And during times of stress, it's easy to get overwhelmed, angry, depressed, anxious, and any other feelings that don't make you happy. So what can we do about it? While wallowing in your sadness and anxiety is always tempting, you also can't do that forever. So what can you do when you find yourself in a time of stress? Find your support system. Whether it's one key person or a group of people that you can rely on for different things, reach out to the people in your life and connect with them. Oftentimes, when we feel depressed or anxious or stressed out, our instinct is to pull away from others, even though it's during these tough times when human connection is all the more essential. Call or text a friend and ask if they're free for a bit, or maybe schedule a movie watch parties or game together if you need to distract yourself. Max and I have been watching a lot of movies and TV shows with friends and then talking about them afterwards, and it's been an easy way to hang out with each other and help pass the time. Even if it's just to talk about how stressed you feel, sometimes venting can help you feel a little better. I also want to note that it can feel hard to identify your support system. Sometimes you need to reach out and maybe you feel like you're being a burden on someone or that they don't actually want to talk to you. But it never hurts to ask if you can talk for a bit. Usually, people are happy and willing to help out if they can, but they just don't know that you're struggling. So if you're feeling nervous, think of a couple people who you could reach out to and ask them, "Hey, I've been feeling a little down lately. When you have a moment, could we talk for a bit?" Grounding practices. Getting yourself to a baseline or neutral feeling is an important step to take when you're feeling stressed. You won't start feeling better until you're able to either lessen or take yourself out of that negative or depressed state. Even if you don't feel quote-unquote happy, you'll be in a more balanced state to make decisions and figure out what's the next best step for you to take. What are some practices or activities that can help calm you down? Personally, yoga, listening to music, painting, and reading are all things that help calm me down, while Max likes to meditate. But repetitive or rhythmic activities could be helpful. Breath work or meditation, maybe gardening, taking a walk, anything that helps you feel more grounded and centered. From there, you can move into replenishing rituals. These are pretty similar and could even be the same thing as your grounding practices. I would say the main difference is that while grounding practices help calm you down and balance you out, replenishing rituals put you into a productive mood and flow. They help you feel awake, they re-energize you, and you feel like you could keep going for another hour or two, or maybe more. Max likes to read and work out, and then dancing or working out, for me, is always a replenishing ritual. I always feel more like a person afterwards, I feel way better, and I'm in a mood where I want to keep doing productive things. Other examples could be drawing or painting, maybe playing an instrument, going for a run, playing sports, building things, etc. Remember, in both good times and bad, there's always a possibility for change. Perhaps this is an opportunity to explore something new, a chance for you to connect with someone you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe this is a good time to start anew or pick up a project you've been meaning to do but have been putting off. Or maybe seek advice from someone you trust. You don't have to turn your stress into the most productive time of your life. In fact, definitely don't make that your goal. Try to avoid making any big life decisions when you're stressed out or anxious, since you won't be thinking in the most rational, level-headed way. Instead, focus on small things first that you can achieve or bring you comfort. Take things one step at a time, and remember, find time to relax. It's better to go at your own pace rather than pushing yourself too hard and burning out. And finally, remember that humans are complex. How we respond to stress, while it might not always make sense, is our brain's attempt to stay flexible and adapt to times of uncertainty. It's okay if you aren't feeling creative, or you're having trouble focusing, or suddenly lost your motivation. Your body and brain are trying to adjust to the changes in your world and doing their best to keep you safe. The most important thing is that you take care of yourself to make it through to the next day. In upsetting times, I often think of a particular quote that many of us have probably heard before. I'm currently reading Red Mars by Kim Stanley Robinson, and even he mentions this classic maxim that I find to be reassuring, sobering, and grounding. The king asked his wise men for some single thing that would make him happy when he was sad, but sad when he was happy. They consulted and came back with a ring engraved with the message, "This too will pass." Thanks for watching, everyone, and once again, we hope you're all staying safe and healthy. We'd also like to hear from you. What's a trick you use or an activity you do to help calm yourself down when you're feeling stressed? Leave a comment below, and until next time, remember to be primo.